So rabbits coming right by hovercraft. The problem with like having like a bat cave like this is the more people that know about it, the more people want to hang out.
Right.
I like to be prepared. I like to have everything.
Prepared for a fight?
Anything.
Yeah.
Like the zombie apocalypse, like end of the world, like I got like shit upstairs stocked with like food and like I have every video game ever made. I mean.
What about the systems? They won't be able to plug in anywhere. There's an apocalypse.
I know.
You could save the games
You're
for the next
You're
world.
being too logical right now.
What did this place used to be? Just like weird warehouse?
This was a metal fabrication place for, they made like atomic bombs, like the casings for bombs and stuff. Downstairs is where I do all the painting. Up here is like where I like watch TV, play video games, work on this kind of stuff. I'm trying to get focused, I guess, right now. I'm like really scatterbrained because I can't, you know, like I'll get all my paints ready and get ready to paint, and then like Money Mark will show up and go, hey, check out this new shit that I just figured out. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to do with your life? How old are you?
I'm 23.
Yeah, what do you want to do with your life?
I don't know, it's hard to think too far ahead. Like right now, I'm working as like an actor, and I like that a lot.
Right.
But I do want to draw a lot more.
What's the dream scenario with acting?
Dream scenario?
You're like making your own movies, you do have control?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so say you get there.
Okay.
You're in this dream scenario where you can pick to be in any movie you want. You have full control of everything. Then what?
Right. Then I'd probably go back to drawing again.
You know, you're like, there's this super passionate movie I want to do, but say at that point you've already done like 10 of those things.
Right.
And you've done everything you want, and then you're getting ready to work on this next movie that you're passionate about, that you have full control over, and then someone shows up with a hovercraft and goes, hey, check this out. You're like, oh, fuck.
Do you feel frustrated?
Well, my life's entered the twilight zone. I've made like so much money, and like life is like a fucking video game. It's like a game. Like I got to this weird like bonus level where I exist out of that game now, so it's just a strange, now that I am where I am and know the people that I know, it's like you get to see like behind the curtain and stuff. And I mean, everyone's had the experience of going into a museum and being like, oh, what the fuck is this? Like, why is this in here? You know? Or who were the people that decided that this was like got to be in here? And like now that I've met those people, and most of them are like horrible people, and it's just like, oh shit. The art world is more corrupt than like the stock market, than any of this gangster shit. I just feel like the purest form of it is graffiti or murals, you know? There's so many people that will like never walk into like a nice art gallery or a museum, and their only exposure to art is like a cereal box or television or graffiti or a mural. And so that's still fun for me. I just did the mural in Hawaii, and that was like crazy because they're just not used to like anything new. I started painting this mural, like literally just started like 5 minutes in. Like I just took some paint and started the mural, and this guy, just huge Hawaiian guy, just sits across the street, like plops himself down, like he had nothing going on, I guess, and he's just like, boo. And I was like, all right, whatever, you know. And he didn't leave, and he just kept booing me for like half an hour, and like
consistently. Yeah,
and I'm like, this is crazy. How the fuck am I gonna paint with this guy booing me? And I go, all right, let's just try something different, you know. So I like stick my hand out and I go, hey man, my name's Dave, nice to meet you. He's like, get your fucking hand out of my face. He's like, you suck, you're fucking ugly, whatever you're doing's ugly. Bring this graffiti shit to our island. I was like, bro, literally, I literally just started 5 minutes
You're like,
ago.
leave, come back in an hour and see how
I said,
cool
look,
it looks.
if you come back tomorrow and you still think it's ugly, you know, like then I'll sit here and boo with you. And he's like, he thought about it. He's like, all right, I could do that. Oh, cool. And so then he shook my hand, and then like, he came back a day later and was like, that's awesome. And I was like, see, can you like, see what happens when you like keep an open heart and open mind? And he's like, yeah, cool, bro. And
is there other stuff in here?
There is other stuff. This is where we have our radio station.
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
What's your radio station called?
It's KoreansGotBad.com. Oh, that's cool.
It has like mesh for eyes.
Here, keep that mask on. And hold this.
Oh, Jesus, this is real?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's nothing in it, right?
No.
Okay. Jesus Christ. What is this called?
That's an AR-15. It's like has a few modifications to make it legal.
Whoa.
Because it used to be fully automatic.
Have you ever shot it with real stuff in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we had one incident in this neighborhood once. That's why I brought it over here.
As protection?
Yeah. And thank you.
Do you always hold that while you do the podcast?
No, I sleep next to this when I sleep here.
So who's the podcast with?
The podcast is with my friend Joey Kurtzman and this comedian Yoshi Obayashi and my friend Harry Kim, and that's Harry. And that's Dee Antwoord's first U.S. show at Coachella. Yeah, they asked me to dance on stage naked. I wasn't ready for that, so...
Yeah, the shorts are the same effect.
I got this Iron Man mask at Toys R Us and I just spray painted it. I never did backup dancing before, and it was, you know, I'm on stage dancing in front of like thousands of people and like in this mask, and in my head I feel like I'm dancing like crazy and like it's awesome. Like in my head I'm like dancing like New Kids on the Block.
Right.
And then afterwards they showed me a video on YouTube and I was like this fat dude just like You ready?
Okay.
It's my room.
Yeah. Can I enter?
Yeah.
Wow, it's very cozy.
There's a junkyard across the street where they start junking cars at like 5 in the morning. So it sounds like Megatron and Optimus Prime are like in a boxing match. So it just like wakes me up and then I go get a hot dog at 7-Eleven and start my day. I like people, but I also like hate them. So it's like I get this like real disconnect, and I try to, whether it's subconscious or consciously, like I try to just be awake when everyone else is sleeping.
Right.
This is weird. This is like the most amount of people that have ever been in here.
There's nothing on the walls here.
Yeah. Minimalist Zen, what is that? Feng Shui?
Yeah. What is that thing?
This is my Lincoln Continental. It's the car I always wanted. And I've been a starving artist most of my life, and then when I started making that Vegas cash, I just went on Las Vegas Craigslist and I was like, fuck this. So I bought this shit cash, and you know, I was living in a tiny shitty apartment in San Jose, and I was driving back with the top down just screaming like fuck, but it's like, you know, you gotta keep a car like this, like garage. I didn't have a garage. So it was like, do you get a nice house and a nice career first and then get a car like this?
Right.
Or do you get this car first and have this be the thing to motivate you to get a nice house and a nice whatever? So I got the
for you backwards.
I did it backwards. I got the car first, and then
what is thumbs up?
Vice asked me, they're like, what is the show you can do like very cheaply and quickly? And I was like, hitchhiking, unscripted, and something crazy always happens, you know? So they're like, all right, go ahead and do it. And so it was me, my friend Harry, and like a cameraman and a car that follows us. So 4 people basically. And it's hard. Life on the road is hard, especially like every day when it's like, hey, you gotta come up with something and get into some kind of shenanigans, you know? At somewhere along the line, the conversation always turns into like, we're not like you, Dave, we don't wanna die. But I don't know, if you live a lifestyle that like is dangerous and you can go to jail, or you can like get picked up by like rapist murderers, and it just sort of changes everything on how you do anything. You know, it changes like how you paint, it changes how you like think about life, it changes like how you have sex. I always thought I'd be dead by now, which is nice that I'm not, I guess. So
yeah, you're very much
I feel
alive.
like everything is just gravy from here on out, you know.
All right.
So this is James Jean. This is my favorite artist. He's the best artist in the world. Got him working on finishing all my paintings for me right now. Get to work.
Can we look at some stuff, even if it's like old or unfinished?
Yeah, sure. You know, I let a lot of paintings sit. The last time I worked on this was like a year ago, maybe.
Is it hard to come back to pieces?
Well, yeah, I started this painting, I didn't like it, and then like just the same way like when musicians stop by, like I let every artist that comes by work on this painting.
Oh, rad.
So there's like 10 artists that worked on this, and then I just paint over it, and then like you could work on this painting too if you want, you know?
Yeah.
There, I'll show you the last time I painted was, you use oil paint?
It's something I've been trying to do, but it's harder for me. I use like acrylic and ink mainly.
All right, so oil is oil, so it like
Right.
almost never dries.
Yeah, so you get to keep using
So
it?
this is the last time I painted. You know David Chang, Momofuku?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know him, but I went to that restaurant.
People always mistake because there's like 5 Korean guys doing shit, I guess.
Right.
So they're like,
In the food world.
I'd be in New York and they're like, Dave Choe? And I'm like, yeah, and they're like your food is amazing. I go, oh, thank you, you know? That's the one thing I do. I never correct anybody. Like if someone calls me and goes, hey, is Yolanda there? I'm like, yeah, hold on, let me get her. Like, you just.
It's always fun to play it out. You never
Oh,
know.
for sure. I play everything out to the very end.
Yeah.
I'm a hooker. Like I'm like, who do you want me to be, baby? Like whatever you want me to be. Like if I get off a plane in Africa and they're like, oh, Bruce Lee. It's like, okay, cool. He's been dead for like, you know, a lot of years, but.
Yeah, that's.
I'm like, why? They want me to be Bruce Lee.
Right.
What am I gonna educate them? Like,
Yeah.
it's just better. I don't know. For me, it's better. I'm like, I like it when everyone's ignorant. When people are educated, it makes life miserable. You know.
Yeah. Do you think there's an alternative of like how it can evolve our world to make it more accessible?
The internet is like the game changer, right? It's
Yeah,
like
totally.
it's like the Wild West. Like anyone could do anything and get it to as many people as possible. Like,
Yeah.
have you heard of Kane's Arcade?
No.
It's this kid. He's right down the street. 9-year-old kid, East LA. He just made this arcade because he loves video games out of cardboard. We should go, actually. Dude, you give it to me.
Bye, Kitty. Bye. Thank you.
Ready, set, go.
Are you ready? Yeah.
Oh.
Hey!
Nice.
How many have you made?
Gracias. Que vaya bien. Let's go, guys. 6.
What are you doing today, Kane? After?
Nothing.
I gotta juice up the go-kart. They used it up.
I rode around
What?
on it today. Yeah, it's fun.
I like the go-kart a lot.
Yeah, Kane, I'm gonna paint your house real quick. You want me to paint on this side?
I don't know.
Here, pose for me. This is when you had your shirt up, covering your face. Actually, that looks nothing like you, but I'll hold it over you. Go closer to the. Yes. Nice.
Really nice game.
Good job, King. Yes. Nice. Good job. That's so cool.
Hold
I did a
stroke.
big ear for purpose.
Here, let me see.
I like how pictures has a big giant head and small body.
Yeah, me too.
Here, hold this up, King.
Go-kart.
Goat carts. That's cool. That's our first collaboration together.
Right there.
High five. Yes. Actually, just ruined yours. Yours was better. Sorry. Here, why don't you keep this spray paint? I think you're gonna get some good use out of it. Have you painted with spray paint before?
Really good at it,
It's
man.
fun.